Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your Timeless Chakra Reading. I am your reader, fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Not bad. It's just spelled like that. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a third one in process at the time of this timeless recording. The first one is called Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch. The second one is called Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. And there is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace and a link in the description box that when you click it, you can preview the first chunk of it for free, including the table of contents. You'll see it is chakra based, right? The chakra chapters may be helpful for a chakra read. The Kindle version is clean, it's pristine, it's just so Kindle. The original version, however, of Words of Grace, which is a Fellini Film Fest compared to Kindle because we had to pare it down quite a bit. That's over on patreon.com/DrawingTheCircle in our digital shop. Both of my ebooks are on there, the only place to find Spell Ingredients. We've got audio content, we've got video content, classes and workshops, free previews for the audios and videos so you can watch the first chunk of it or a section of it for about 2 minutes. Some of my subscribers get those ebooks, audios, and videos as part of their subscription benefit package. Gods, goddesses, top tier get all of it, but the majority of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning, it was great. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with some kind of spiritual practice to send us on our way, and the healthiest way for me to start the day, considering what I do day in and day out in my work, career, and vocation. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship stuff based, as well as they get a significant discount when booking me for private sessions, spiritual counseling readings, and all of that. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you would like more info. And you can follow us for free. I'm putting out more and more content for the free followers, though the subscribers get to see that too. You can 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human. Our first 2 levels of subscription. You can shop in the store without being a subscriber, and really it's the coolest thing I've ever done, and I love it. It's been such a support for me to do what I came in to do in this life, and my chakras in order for sure. So if you feel so called, if you feel so drawn, click the link, check it out, look at the menu, follow us for free, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal, right? We gotta keep it simple, sort of. Welcome, Taurians and cross-watchers. We're going to do some explanation before we get into the divination for the new Tauruses and cross-watchers, because that's just how I roll as a spiritual teacher. I'm going to drop somebody down in a chakra reading. So let's get into it. We are doing a simple chakra reading, not one card for every chakra. I use the 8th chakra as well. We're just using 5 cards. So we're going to start with the 8th chakra with a Caroline Mace archetype card showing you the spiritual alchemy, the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. The 8th chakra is like a satellite that sends down the codes to all the other chakras underneath it, shifting what we attract and what we repel. So we have the free will to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in our own alignment, healing, call it what you want. The next 4 chakras down, we will get 1 Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Heart, Third Eye Crown, internal feminine energy. We will get 1 Mythic Tarot for the masculine energy, the lower 3 chakras, outside, looking at yourself, inside, looking out at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world. Once those chakra cards are on the table, we will get a Whisper of Love from the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo. This deck consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension above, 8th chakra and above, and we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because it's a healing reading, right? It can be about healing the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit, your finances, your relationships in a general read. So these mantras do work if you work them. So, 5 cards for a chakra read. Let's get into it. The shift from explanation, which I'm glad to do, to the divination, which I was born to do, happens in the still point. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my best to help anybody come into alignment for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives, and a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. Because as one of us heals, all of us heal. I know it don't look that way, but you know, it's a process. So let's make the shift from explanation to divination. Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Still point. Pantheonic override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved pantheons of the divine, what's going on in the 8th chakra? The soul power being alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxicity to health, fear to love, shifting from illusion to truth. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers in this timeless chakra reading. Ooh, the Don Juan. Well, we are off to the races with this one. There are 9 different families. This belongs to the wild card family because the Don Juan does not necessarily have to be male, right? It is about the power of seduction. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. I call this lead, this gold. 3 symbolic elements on the periodic table that cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed, alchemized, released, forgiven, surrendered, what have you. So, the shadow attribute, or the lead, using the power of romantic attraction for private agenda. Which means you're not really into it, but you're going to play along to get what you want. Been there, done that, have the burnt tuxedo. Definitely Gomez Adams here. The light attribute spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Like, I find honor, honesty, and integrity to be incredibly seductive for anyone, right? For anyone. Not always so romantic sexual, right? But this could be, for sure. So, let's look. Let's look at that heart, third eye, crown, internal feminine vibe. Please take a nice deep breath. There you. Still point. My goddesses override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved goddesses, please, 1 card in clarity, heart, third eye, crown dynamic for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What's going on for them internally, internal, heart, third eye, crown for this timeless read? 2 of Blades, analysis. M-O-O, goddess there. And it's fencing. Now, I've never fenced myself. I've never even had anything fenced. Never needed to. Knock wood. So a lot of people will call this the indecision card. To me, decision is element of fire. So it'd be more 2 of flames, wands, as you will. So this is about bouncing something back and forth in your brain. 2s are always about choices. So internal, we're very much looking at a third eye, element of air, swords, you know, blades, but also third chakra. The third chakra has 3 functions: spit, swallow, or chew, right? So sometimes you just got to spit it out. Sometimes you're like, oh, no. And sometimes it's like, I need to chew on this. So in terms of a choice of how you want to use your seductive power, or maybe, you know, this is about the cross-watcher here, their relationship with, then, you know, there's a lot of thinking going on here, but I wouldn't say overthinking. It's like, right. Angel on this side, demon on this side. What am I going to do? Right? Am I going to abuse my power, or am I going to use? Now, the opposite of the word abuse is right use. Unfortunately, the word righteous comes from that, and we don't like that word. It's been used in horrible ways. So, let's look at the lower 3 chakras here. The masculine yang dynamic. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My gods override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved gods, what's going on? Lower three chakras, outside in, inside out, relationships in the physical world. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and are drawn to this reading to help them alchemize the Don Juan and the Eighth with two blades on the inner for this timeless read. Ooh, the Star. Major Arcana card when I do a chakra read like this usually fuses or aligns the chakras in that set to really be in harmony. So the Star card for me, this is Pandora's box, releasing all of the deadly evils but saving hope, which I think is kind of cruel. But Neil Gaiman agrees, and I agree with him. So we are looking at guidance. Your lower three chakras will guide you on here. Each chakra has its own intuitive voice, though, so we have to learn our own individual relationships with those intuitive voices. Lowest chakra, right, root chakra, is instinct, fight, flight, freeze, flee, fawn, all that. Second chakra is a relationship to other people or other things one-on-one, like an umbilical cord. Third chakra is solar plexus, your relationship to yourself, your boundaries, your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't. So definitely if you are dealing with someone who is being a little seductive, maybe a little Gomez going on there for you, then certainly your ability to sense if you are being screwed with, pay attention. But I will also say, wish fulfillment. Yeah, the Star, sure. Yeah, it's about guidance. It's about inspiration. But in the lower three chakras, it can very much be about something that you really want is happening, or at least you hope will happen. And so the thoughts and chewing on this about, is this toxic or healthy, is it fear or love, is it illusion or truth, might be part of this gig, because the Don Juan has been known. It's the player. It's just the player card. It just is. So, but you can play fair, right? Hero or villain. There's the choice, right? Gold or lead. So, the chakras are on the table. Let's get this whisper of love. The higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers to alchemize the Don Juan in the eighth, two of blades on the inner, the Star on the outer, maybe them shining their light, right? Through them, their lower three chakras for this timeless chakra reading. Physical touch is important. Earth signs, ho. Earth sign, ho. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving someone a hug who needs it. Could also be, any of the physical healing arts, right? Massage, shiatsu, right? Cupping, whatever that comes along with that. But be careful, right? If this is like a bodywork situation and you're dealing with someone with the Don Juan, it could be a little icky, right? But sometimes we need to encounter those things so that we learn how to say no. Ooh, something feels off here. I gotta go, right? Even if you're into it. If it's not honorable, don't bother, right? There's some lead and that they're healing. So physical touch is important. Giving and received. Let's get our last card down here. Matt Kahn, Healing Mantra. These work if you work them. They just do. I've done all of these mantras, it feels like hundreds of times. I got the deck when it first came out in 2018, but it's the only bookie book read, the reading from the bookie book that came with for this reading. So let's see what the Ascended Masters have to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Master override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist the Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, so that they may alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, shifting from toxicity to health, from fear to love, from illusion to truth. Don Juan in the 8th, 2 blades on the inner, star on the outer. Physical touch is important in this Timeless Chakra Read. Activating the third eye. Yep, 2 blades. There you go. Right? You don't have to communicate this right away, but certainly activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. So I remember beliefs, ideas, and conclusion as BIC, right? Like this. Like, go and click your BIC, right? Right? So beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. So this is pretty third eye dominant here. So let me read you what Mr. Khan has to say about activating the third eye. I am willing, throat chakra, willpower, to see third eye beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. As your third eye opens, you are able to notice how each moment is a catalyst for your ever-expanding soul. In other words, the ego might not like it, right? Might like it, might not, but it's about the soul's expansion here. Through your third eye, you will be able to see... Through your third eye, you will be able more clearly to see the lessons each moment offers, allowing every encounter to help you become an even more radiant expression of your highest potential. That's what's on the table. So look, I'm going to read this last bit in a bit, but just to say that if you are in a situation where something feels off, your lower 3 chakras, we all, most of us, really want to believe that people are, don't have a hidden agenda. But we do. People do. So really, really pay attention to that and see beyond, right? Oh, this person, like sometimes healers, and I'm just using that as an example. This need not be about body work necessarily. But the healing opportunity here is that, if people have a hidden agenda, it's hidden. And, that's why the physical touch may be very important to you, but don't compromise on that, right? Really follow your guidance, follow your grace here, and see beyond what you think might be going on there. It's like X-ray vision. This mantra is ideal for dissolving personal judgments, developing more patience, and tempering inner conflict, which might very well be going, well, I want to, but I don't, that back and forth, which is necessary. Like that process, particularly with the 2 of blades. Analysis, the word written on the card, is about gathering information, but a choice can be made, which would then bring you to the 3 of blades, the 3 of swords, which is getting to the heart of the matter. It's not really a heartbreak card for me. So, the cards are on the table. We're going to put this together in a blessimation, a combination of the word blessing and summation. I don't mean to insult anybody's intelligence with that, but, new people. What's a blessimation? Well, there it is. So, one last time, at least for this reading, please take a nice deep breath, and then we'll talk about cool stuff. Like, this isn't cool, this is cool. Still point. May we end as we began. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, shifting from toxicity to health, from fear to love and illusion to truth, in their energy field, spotlighting their own positive, seductive qualities while gaining analysis, gathering the information, back and forth with a choice eventually made, dropping from the third eye into the throat, their willpower doing this of their own free will, shining their light as the star, as well as really paying attention to the guidance, the grace, the inspiration, and the miracles that are flowing through their lower chakras here to tell them what's going on. And if it ain't right, trust that, it ain't right. Because yes, physical touch is important. For most of us, there's nothing more important than a tender touch. I'm a Virgo, I'm an earth sign. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it, but make sure to ask permission. And if somebody crosses that boundary, don't feel right, bolt, so that they can activate their third eye, being willing to see beyond their beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. For a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life, in a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way. For a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. It's good. I mean, you're shining, right? Now again, cross-watchers and all of that. Just be very, very clear about your honesty and your integrity and what it is that you really want. And if you are in a situation where a body worker or any kind does something they ain't supposed to do, deal with them. Deal with the organization, whatever. Because no touchy-touchy. This ain't OnlyFans, folks. Unless it is, which, you know, then you do you. No shame, no blame, you do you. But certainly, if you found this reading helpful, a little clue, a little tip, a little hint, hit the like button, the thumbs up. Helps other Taurians and cross-watchers find this, I would think, important reading if something shady is going on. And certainly, if you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe, because I'm not stopping. I love this too much. It's too much fun doing this for me. Like, technically, I'm retired, but not really. I'm a Virgo, so we never really retire. So yeah, follow along if you like. Subscribe if you like. I do like a comment section. Have at it, Tauruses. I trust you. But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Follow us for free. Costs nothing. Do a 7-day free trial as Seeker or a Hero. Costs nothing for a week, but if you want the extensive discount, you got to stay a month and, you know, book me in that month. All of my subscribers, the majority of my subscribers, get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount. You can shop in our store. I mean, the store is really cool. I love that we have free previews for the audios and the videos, and the only places to find the original version of Words of Grace in my book, Spell Ingredients. And honestly, it's the coolest thing that I have ever done, and is certainly a part of my healing process, building a community of people who get what I do and are benefiting from it. So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. Say it with me. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You just call me Mal. I don't take myself that seriously. That is an ego trap. And certainly if you would like to book me for one of them there, private sessions, spiritual counseling, a reading, and sometimes both, which we call a half and half, there is a YouTube video, a link in the description, called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Explains everything you need to know about booking a reading with me, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. Talks about the Patreon discount, talks about what I charge, why I charge it, what my boundaries and my conditions are with clients in general, including confidentiality. We'll talk about that in a sec. And you know, I love it. I've been reading cards since I'm 12 years old. I'm 55. Yeah, I know. I don't look at things. Rapid wrinkle repair and a little witchcraft go a long way. But certainly serving people. I am a Virgo. That is my gig. And as much as I love doing these general readings, I love the intimacy of going deeper with somebody to get the details, to get the clues, the tips, the hints that they need for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives. There ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, click the link, check it out. Oh, the most important thing I say in that video up there, still hovering over my head, is that I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. I won't do that. Nope. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way, so we can work it out. So yeah, come book a private session with me, and I look forward to it. Oh, most important thing, yeah, I do them in person at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. If you're local, you can contact the Magic Moon. They can set that up. I am setting up my office downstairs in my new home in Saratoga Springs to take private clients here at the house eventually, but most of my work is being done on Zoom recordings, meaning that I send the client the Zoom link, they jump into the conversation, we record the conversation. The cards hit the table. I then send them a link to download the reading. They download the reading to their devices. They tell me they downloaded it, and then I delete it, because confidentiality is key. Ethics and boundaries are key. Come on, we're Earth signs. How long do we want to keep reincarnating on this planet to get this stuff worked out? So, thank you so much for watching. I love this reading. I mean, I don't have issues with Don Juan. I mean, I used a B1. It means Father Juan. But remember, this is not about biological, Y chromosome. This is going to happen to anybody. Used car salesmen can use the Don Juan, salespeople, sorry, can have the Don Juan archetype selling you a lemon and it looks like a lime. So activate that third eye. See beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions, even if they have the best intentions. Sometimes we're just off the mark on that one. Mark, Angelo, Lyons, blah, blah, blah. So thank you so much for watching. Wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed in your chakra alignment, healing, and all there. You got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.